Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Pegasus Prime. Right. Let's see, what's the next one? Excellent. The Morimoto Colony on Mars. Let's go with that. What should have happened?
August 3rd, 2185. Early today, the pilot of a cargo shuttle approaching the Morimoto Mars colony spotted an unidentified spacecraft in orbit over the colony. The sighting was verified by landing base scanners and immediately reported to Earth. Soon after, the ship sped off towards the outer reaches of the solar system. This first governmentally verified encounter with an alien race has already prompted the leaders of the world to start emergency closed-door meetings to discuss the implications of this monumental event.
And then what actually happened?
8/3/2185, 0800 hours. Morimoto Corporation's Mars Colony project suddenly went offline last night, just moments after the pilot of a cargo shuttle spotted an unidentified spacecraft in the area. While it is still unclear what has happened, many believe that the colony may have been destroyed by a malevolent alien race. Repeated efforts to contact the colony have met with no success, but before the comlink to the colony was terminated, the sighting of the alien spacecraft, its rapid departure, and a subsequent unexplained explosion were recorded by long-range sensors on Phobos and verified by Earth authorities.
Alright, the next event is the World Science Centre in Sydney, Australia. What should have happened?
January 17th, 2310. The symposium on alien contact began today at the World Science Centre in New Sydney, Australia. The debate centered around whether humans are ready for interaction with alien races. One speaker, Dr. Enrique Castillo, had a particularly moving speech. Dr. Castillo embarrassed the naysayers by systematically shooting down their arguments and thrilled the attending scientific community with visions of medical and technological advances which could be gained by such interaction. Although there were strong keynote speeches on both sides of the argument, most of those in attendance appeared to be in favor of alien contact.
And what actually happened?
1/17/2310, 1800 hours. Dr. Enrique Castillo, a well-known biologist and advocate for establishing alien relations, was murdered earlier today. During his speech at the Symposium on Alien Contact in New Sydney, Australia, Castillo was speaking on stage at the World Science Centre when the single shot from an unknown assailant was fired. He was later pronounced dead on arrival at the Darling Harbour Medical Complex. The murderer is still at large. Dr. Castillo was the most outspoken at the debates and firmly believed that contact with alien races would be beneficial to humanity. Although his views were not mainstream, Dr. Castillo's contributions to the pro-alien movement will be greatly missed.
And then the related event. What should have happened?
More than a century after the first confirmed sighting of a UFO, aliens have finally made contact with Earth. Early this morning, a huge triangular-shaped vehicle entered into Earth's orbit. After 3 hours, the spacecraft came through the atmosphere and hovered over Caldoria. Moments later, the following message was transmitted over all communication frequencies.
We are the Sorolans. Please do not be alarmed. We have come because we feel that you are ready. You have reached a point where you are no longer dangerous to yourselves or others. This is why we've chosen to invite you to join us, the symbiotry of peaceful beings. We are an alliance of sentient beings whose objective is to benefit from the sharing of knowledge and culture. We know that it will take some time to fully comprehend the significance of this encounter, so we will give you the opportunity to deliberate our proposal. On this same day, 10 years from now, a Cyrillan delegate will visit you to extend a formal invitation to join the Symbiotry. Until then, we look forward to meeting you in person.
And as suddenly as they had appeared, the Cyrolans departed, leaving Earth to ponder the implications of their existence and their incredible proposal.
I kinda like the version that they're using here, where the alien voice isn't high pitch. Clearly not, it doesn't sound anywhere near as awful as the original was. But let's stay focused on the game for now. What actually happened?
Today, 123 years after the first official UFO encounter, an alien spacecraft entered into Earth's orbit. After several hours of silence and mounting tension, the aliens transmitted the following message over all communication frequencies.
We will return when you are ready.
While no one is quite sure what this message means, many leaders have voiced concern about interacting with an obviously powerful and potentially dangerous alien race.
Well, Colonel, what do you think of that?
After I was alerted that you had the historical log, I began monitoring your actions. I just downloaded the information regarding the temporal distortions. I still can't believe it has really happened. I'm reviewing all of the information about this matter, but it's obvious I can't risk sending you back to change things now. My life in the only world I have ever known is at stake, and no one, no matter what the regulations say, is going to change it for better or worse. As of this moment, consider yourself a hostile enemy of the state. I'm sending robots 1 and 2 to guard the command center door until I can figure out how to dispose of you. I'm sorry, Agent 5, but once I destroy the historical log you brought back from the prehistoric site, the only memories of your world will be in your head. And that's where they're going to stay.
I don't think so.
Initiating auto-activation of Contingency Program 13, which states, any attempt to obstruct a TSA agent while on a mission is a direct violation of TSA Regulation 11. Override code implemented. Attempting to establish link with Command Central Computer Core. IO link established. Agent 5, you may now utilize the TSA Central Computer.
Which we will need.
New target acquired. Rerouting robots.
Right.
Rerouting robots.
As long as those robots are out there, of course I can't go anywhere, so I need to send them away. Well, I need access to the ready room, so I send them to the main entrance.
New target acquired. Rerouting robots. Rerouting robots.
And that's pretty much all I need to do here. Let's leave. And back into the Pegasus so we can put things right again. Let's go forward to the past. Down into this thing we go again.
Access authorized for Agent 5G Blackwood. Biosuit detected. Suit already in place. Please keep hands inside turbolift.
Yeah, I'm thinking of other color commentary I can give, but there's not really much. Mostly now I'm just focused on getting on with the mission. That's one too far, I guess. Yeah. What do you want?
Wait, let's talk this over. I'm sure we can figure something out. I will give you anything.
According to TSA Regulation 11, all communication and data links to the outside must be severed to prevent possible obstructions from hindering the completion of the mission. Now proceeding with the I/O isolation procedures. Time bending preparations complete. You may now choose your temporal destination.
I know she is just doing her job and all, but I just don't. I kinda wanted to hear what he was gonna try and bribe me with. I guess we'll never know. Anyway. Well, we still pretty much follow the same pattern that we do in the original game. So I'm gonna go to the Morimoto Mars Colony. Let's go.
You are about to travel to the Morimoto Mars Colony during the year 2185. Analysis of the compared history records indicates that there are two events that did not occur in the correct history. The Morimoto Colony should not have been destroyed, and the alien ship orbiting Mars should have been able to leave undamaged. You must ensure that these events unfold properly in order to restore the correct order of events.
All right.
Shuttle 1 has just departed from the East Gantry.
Well, that's a neat intro. Here we are at the emergency exit of the Morimoto Mars Colony.
Bienvenue à la colonie Morimoto sur Mars. Nous vous souhaitons une visite formidable.
Merci.
Bienvenidos a la colonia marciana Morimoto. Disfruten su visita.
Gracias.
Welcome to the Morimoto Mars Colony. Have a wonderful stay.
Thank you. Right. Go left or right? Now let's go forward anyway. Whoa.
Out of my way, human, or die.
Tunnel pod has just departed upper transport sector.
Well, that wasn't very nice. And kinda sudden. Well, at least the game is not pulling any punches at this point and just getting right to the action. Although I kind of prefer a little bit slower build-up. I mean, he's not even giving you
Tunnel
a...
pod has just arrived in upper transport sector.
He's not even giving you a chance to walk away. He just grabs you and throws you. Which I suppose is fine, but, well... It takes away agency. If the game does all the work for me, then what am I doing here? Anyway, let's have a look at this screen. I should mention I am very terrible at reading maps. So we'll get back to this later. For now, let's get investigating this card.
Please insert security access card now.
No, we don't have that, so we can't do that. Instead, let's look at the equipment this thing has in this utility storage. Oh, no, I don't want to close it. I want to pick that up. A power crowbar. Wrong button. Right. An ultrasonic power-assisted crowbar made of strong alumicarb alloy? I'm not familiar with that word, but it's probably something. But yeah, the rest of my inventory. This key allows an agent to open the storage vault, which contains the Journeyman historical log. And of course this thing. Your card keyring contains a debit card, a global transport card, and has a flashlight. The transport card is encoded with your personal database and list of destination codes which are required for use of the global transporter. Additional codes must be pre-programmed, so you can't add something. Anyway, let's get back to this power crowbar. Now, veterans of this game, of course, know.
Please insert security access card now.
Of the original game, rather. Know that that's not the equipment you usually get at this point. That's because certain puzzles have been changed. And I don't agree with the change all that much. I get why it's in here. That's not the point. You felt you had to change something, because in the original game you could just simply go through the Mars Colony, the Science Center, and then on to NORAD 6 in a straight line without ever having to go back to get something, unless you forgot something specifically. In this case that's no longer possible. You have to jump between time zones in order to complete all the puzzles. And this crowbar is part of that. I kind of miss, because usually you would get the wire cutters or something, and the maintenance key.
All arriving tourists are required to check in at reception area. Please refer to gantry kiosks for maps and information on the Morimoto Mars Colony.
We'll do that. And the reason why I'm not so happy about that change is because it destroys a little bit of the continuity of this particular series. Because in the original intro what am I saying? In the intro of Buried in Time, when Gates Blackwood walks around his bed into his living room where he's confronted with himself, before that happens, before you turn to the door, you look at the shelves where, in the bedroom where there's a Triceratops figurine. When you do that, when he does that in the intro to Buried in Time, the maintenance key is on that shelf. Now that does not make, and it's sort of adorable that he kept that as a memento for this whole adventure. And it added a little bit of character to Gage Blackwood, which up until that point had not had a character, because he was simply the suit you wore so you could do this particular mission. And it kind of bugs me that they removed that.
A thermal scan has detected colony personnel in close proximity. TSA Protocol 3 forbids any contact with humans during a temporal restoration mission.
Sure. I guess it's just nostalgia kicking in, but I just felt that wasn't a change that this game needed. The access card. This is an electronically encoded keycard. It has the logo of the corporation on it. Well, sure. I'm not gonna look what's behind that door either, so let's just go back to the mining cards. But we'll have to do that next time. Thank you for watching.